Let's now have the theorems on the upper and lower bounds. Suppose P is a polynomial of degree n greater than or equal to 1. If C is greater than 0, ibig sabihin, if C is positive, then it's synthetically divided into P. Ibig sabihin, you do a synthetic division using C. And all the numbers in the final line of the division tableau, yung third line natin, have the same signs. Then C is an upper bound for the real zeros of P. That is, there are no real zeros greater than C. Huwag ka nang mag-try ng mas mataas pa sa C. Now, if C is negative, if C is less than 0, is synthetically divided into P, and the numbers in the final line of the division tableau alternate in signs. Positive, negative, or negative, positive. Then C is a lower bound for the real zeros of P. That is, there are no real zeros less than C. Huwag ka nang mag-try na mas mababa pa sa C. Note, if the number 0 occurs in the final line of the division tableau in either of the above cases, it can be treated as plus or minus kung ano man yung kailangan mo. Okay, let's have example number 1. Okay, let's have this polynomial function. P of x equals to x raised to 4 minus 21x cubed plus 65x squared minus 42x minus 40. Gamitin muna natin yung rational root theorem para mailista natin lahat ng possible rational roots or rational zeros nitong function natin. So let's have the factors of P. Factors of P, we have, di ba 40 to? So we have plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, minus 3, no, plus minus 3, plus or minus 4, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 8, plus or minus 10, plus or minus 20, and plus or minus 40. Para naman kay Q, we have to, so dalawa lang. We have plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 2. Now, let's have the possible combinations of P over Q. So in this case, we have, of course, plus or minus 1. And then we have plus or minus 1/2. Also, plus or minus 4. And then 4 over 2, that's 2. Tama. 2. Wala pa tayong 2, no? 2. Yeah. Plus or minus 2 muna. Dito muna. Plus or minus 2. And then we have plus or minus 4, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 5 halves, plus or minus 8. Meron tayong 4. Plus or minus 10, plus or minus 5. We already have plus or minus 5. Plus or minus 20. We already have plus or minus 10. And then plus or minus 4. Gawin natin, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina katulad ng ginawa natin sa example natin sa Descartes' rule of sign, isulat natin to in increasing order. Okay, and here is the list of all possible rational zeros of our function in increasing order. Mahalaga to para, kasi nga, theorem of on. Kasi nga, we're going to talk about the upper and lower bounds. Okay, say for example, tinesting natin si negative 1, and then we have 2, negative 21, 65, minus 42, minus 40, and then we have 2 times negative 1, that's negative 2. Negative 21 minus 2, that's negative 23. We have plus 23. So in this case, we have positive 88. 88 times negative 1, we have negative 88. And in this case, we will get, what's this? 140, 130. This is 130. And then 130 times negative 1, we have positive 130, which will give us positive 90. Tama ba? So in this case, if you'll notice, we have a positive, a negative, and then a positive again, then a negative, and then a positive. So according to the theorem on the upper and lower bounds, if you try a negative number for the synthetic division, and then the final line in the division tableau, which is, this is the final line, alternate in signs, then C is a lower bound for the real zeros of P. Lower bound daw yung C. In this case, it's negative 1. Ibig sabihin, there are no real zeros less than C. Ibig sabihin nun, wag ka na mag-try ng mas mababa pa sa negative 1. So, cancel na to, ito, including negative 1. So, lahat na lang dito mo titingnan. Okay. So, say for example, tinesting mo si 20. Baka pwede si 20, no? Kung napaka-imposible mo namang i-testing si 20. Well, anyway, so let's try negative 20, positive 20. 65 minus 42, and then minus 40. And then you do a synthetic division. So we bring down 2, and then that's 40. 40 minus 21, that's 19. And then 19 times 20, it's 380. Look, this is a very, very, very big positive. Times 20, that's very positive also. A positive, this will become positive, and obviously, positive din yan for sure. So, if you'll notice, positive lahat yung third line natin sa division. Sa synthetic division natin, ibig sabihin, do not try any number greater than 20 because 20 is already an upper bound. Okay, that's it. That's how you're going to use the theorems on the upper and lower bounds. Let's have another one. Ito yung example natin na ginamit sa Descartes' rule of sign. We have p of x equals 2x raised to 4 plus 5x cubed minus 14x squared minus 23x plus 30. Let's try 3. 3, we have 2, 5 minus 14 minus 23 plus 30. So for example, sinubukan natin yung 3, no? Let's try 3. So we have 3, bring down 2 times 3, we have 6. 6 times 6 plus 5, we have 11. 11 times 3, 33. 33 minus 14, tayo dyan. 17. Ay, joke. 19. Positive 19 times 3, 51. 51 ba? 51. Yeah, 51. 51 minus 23 is 27. Positive 20. 28. Positive 28. 11 minus 28. 28 times 3, that's positive. Alam ko na positive yan. That's positive din to. Yeah, okay. So we have 2, 11, 19, 20, 28, and then a positive number here. So lahat ito ay positive, sabi sa upper and lower bounds theorem. If C is positive, and then if the last line in the division tableau have the same signs, in this case, it's lahat sila positive, then there are no zeros greater than C. So ibig sabihin, dahil tinry natin si 3, tapos lahat ito positive, ibig sabihin, huwag ka na daw mag-testing ng mas mataas pa sa 3, including 3, kasi hindi naman 0 to. So nabawasan na ngayon ang ating mga testingin. Okay, hindi naman ibig sabihin, kailangan mo muna hanapin yung upper tsaka lower bounds. Minsan kasi pag testing tayo, for example, tinesting ko yung 3, lahat ng lines ko sa positive lahat ng lines ko sa third line ng synthetic division ko ay positive. Hindi ibig sabihin nun, walang kwenta yung ginawa mo, kasi hindi mo na kuha yung 0 as remainder. So in this case, hindi walang kwenta yung ginawa mong synthetic division or tong scratch work mo dito. Kasi by the theorem on upper and lower bounds, na-prove mo na, ibig sabihin daw nito, wag na ako mag-try ng mas mataas pa sa 3. Okay? So, first example natin, nakuha natin na negative 1 alternates in sign kapag ginamit mo sa division, sa synthetic division mo. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi sayang tong synthetic division ko because I already know that negative 1 is a lower bound, so I will not try any number less than negative 1. So, together with the Descartes' rule of sign and the other theorems that we've discussed, feeling ko, pwede nating, medyo mas madali na sa atin mag-solve ng roots ng polynomial equations or ng zeros ng polynomial functions.